This week we have an exciting topic and a new guest with us. My name is Onife Toluwanimi, and with me today in the studio is
Oyebowale Oluwaṣemilore.
so Shemilere. What exciting topic are we discussing this week?
Do you think Gen Z is more emotionally aware than other generations?
So, is Gen Z more emotionally aware than other generations? What is your take on this?
I think that Gen Z is actually more emotionally aware than other generations. And I think that social media has a big part to play in this topic because um, the internet did not exist, and like in the olden times there were some feelings that were not allowed to be felt because it seemed like if you well as discovered today those feelings could be like anxiety, depression,
Yes,
panic,
yes.
fear, but in those days those feelings they were not known as what they are now. Sometimes if your child is depressed, and those days they would not have known, they would probably say that that child
Is
is
mentally
possessed
ill
or mentally ill, or
Yes.
what's wrong with my child.
Yes.
But like social media has now made those feelings to be more recognized, and people can easily like solicit the right help they need and not dismiss those
Yes.
feelings.
For this question, actually, it's a very deep, sensitive question. But for me, I wouldn't exactly say that Gen Z is more emotionally aware than other generations. Truthfully, yes, because other generations, then society didn't exactly allow them to express mostly what they felt because they were either condemned or it felt like, oh no, what is this child talking about? You can't act like this. You're supposed to be like this. Or you're a man, you can't be depressed. You need to take power and all that. And then you're a woman, you're supposed to buy it. But like, yes, technology, social media has made everything more aware. But even then, social media existed even before most of us were born. So I would say that yes, we are not the only generation that is emotionally aware. They just tend to force it down because of how the environment was to them. But most of them are more sensitive than we are. We just made it aware. We are the generation that makes it like that spread it out loud that you can't act like this. Everyone is sensitive, and then the new laws that are being passed all over the world has made people more to embrace more of those aspects to understand that. So, do you also now think, okay, because the older generation is not sensitive, do you also think that maybe this affects our relations with them?
Yes, it affects our relationship with them a great deal because other generations they already have this sort of idea in their head that well, this is how things are supposed to be. We were not allowed to feel these emotions, so there might be like a gap when we feel these emotions and we are loud and bold about it. They might feel sad that some might feel jealous because they were not allowed to express such emotions. Some might just feel like they just don't want to accept that modernity
Yes.
because they've not experienced this in their own time. So there's going
Yes.
to be like a gap between
Yes.
these two generations, and it will be difficult for them to relate with each other because of the clash.
Yes. I guess that form of dominance that was expressed then, now put in them, they would want to pass it to the new generation, the Gen Z, because they will feel we were trained up like this. That is all we know, so we have to train you like that. But now our generation is like, no, like this is not how it's supposed to be. We're more like out loud. We condemn what we feel. It would make us feel more emotional than what our capacity is. So I would say there is kind of like a block, a wall on how we can pass this connection about. So that kind of hinders the way they would want to express certain things. So because at times we might just take it as something else, we could end up making it an emotional misunderstanding that would then conflict and bring up issues. So for them now, like you said, they will be more jealous. So there's will be like, oh, in our time, we were not able to express certain things the way you are expressing it, and you guys are doing it more than you are even supposed to be allowed to. But we won't take offense, like, you can't act the way you're acting with me. No, like, it's not going to be fair. I can't take it. Maybe other people could, but I can't. because I'm more sensitive, and then there's social media. Since social media has been able to help us express our hurts, like other generations, when they've been hurt and they just tend to keep quiet, or then, turn to rage at times. Time has changed, oh, it's updated now. Real time audition.
Update yourself
Yes.
concerning all these emotions, because it also helps children to have more relationship with their parents, because when the parents are more emotionally aware about all these emotions, they can easily have good relationships with their children, and it can also reduce the rate of like children hating their parents, because
Parents.
it is a lot in those older generations where children, they don't want to have anything to do with their
Yes,
parents
because
because
of
they
how they
don't
were
have that
treated and all that.
relationship, and they
Yes.
don't have that.
So basically, it's safe to say that social media has become a platform through which both the older and younger generations have been able to become socially aware, even though the timing at which they come is different. So, thank you for being with us today in the studio, Shemilere. My name again is Onifetolowanimi, and with me is.
Oyebowale Oluwaseunlori.
So thank you guys. We hope to see you another beautiful week. So please like, share, and comment, and let us know if you feel social media is truly a platform at which we can express ourselves. See you next week. Bye.